Okay, well, my name is Nyjah Johnson. I'm 18 and I live in Englewood. People say that I'm a comfortable person to be around and very trustworthy. And I don't know, since I'm friendly, I'm just a fun person to be around. And they also say I'm funny too. I would consider myself a creative and curious person because I'm a little nosy. Yes, I am a little nosy. So I always like trying different things and doing stuff that I liked and also stuff that I didn't like, just to know that did that task and I didn't enjoy it or I did. And I feel like I've been like that my whole life. And with me being creative, I mean I take dance kind of serious, so I would consider that a creative thing for me. And also, I sometimes, well, not all the time, but I be dabbling into art. I drive a 2012 Chevy Malibu. It's gold and it has, I don't know what kind of tints, but it has a tint on the windows. I've been pulled over probably in a range of 5 to 10. I've only been driving for about 2 years. It was nighttime and I was driving home and I was on the phone with my friend. I was almost near the house because I was just driving straight. I had to make one left turn to get to the house. And I noticed once I got a little closer, the police came behind me. And I said to my friend, I was like, Whitney, oh my goodness, I think they're going to pull me over. I was like, they're behind me. And I was already nervous because I noticed that I didn't have my license, because from the last incident when I got pulled over, I didn't have a license. So I had to use my paper one. And I was just saying oh my goodness, I hope they don't pull me over, because I was just a little scared. And I just was telling her I had one turn, so if they follow me and make this turn, then they're going to pull me over. And I made the left turn and they made the turn as well. And they finally put the lights on and I stopped. And I was just thinking I'm so close to home. I did not want to get pulled over. I'm so upset I got pulled over, because I was literally on the next street over from my house. And I don't know what I did wrong. I was just driving home. And it was a lady officer. She came out to the my side of the car, and she asked for my license and registration. And then she noticed that I was young, and she was like, "You look so young." And I was just thinking they usually say that. I don't know why they say that all the time. When I rolled the window down, it's oh my gosh, you look like a child. It's a couple of times they said that to me. And I went in my purse to look for it. And I remember telling her that I left it at home. I left my paper license at home. And I was on my way back to the house. The next street was my household. And she asked for my name. And she went back to the car. I don't know if she looked up anything, but she went back to the car. And she came back and she told me that my plate light was out. And I asked her, what is a plate light? Because I've never heard of a plate light being out. And she said it was the light above your license plate number, where you have it right there. She said that was a plate light. And I was like, oh. I was just shocked because I've never heard anybody get pulled over because of that. And I didn't even know that I had a light right there, but I just said okay. And she said, yeah, you should just get it fixed. It was about it's $10. And I was like, okay, thank you, because she said she was going to let me go. And She said since it was late, like, get home and all that. But I was just so shocked that she said the plate light, because I thought, like, I actually had something going on. Like, maybe something happened that I missed, but it was just my car, and I still got pulled up. Like, I don't know. I didn't know that was just an actual thing. Even though, like, I don't like being in the situation, I've just normalized the situation, because it's happened, like, more than enough times for me to, like, be, I don't know, unaware of what's going on. The first time I got pulled over, I was scared, just because I got pulled over and I didn't want a ticket. But I didn't know, like, what to do, really, because, I knew I had to give them everything they asked for and be polite. But other than that, like, I didn't know if they were going to ask me anything unusual or say anything. And I also, every time, like, the police comes behind me, I just feel like, okay, you gotta be alert and, like, not do anything just because you don't want to get pulled over. So having that feeling already and then getting pulled over is, like, I don't know, it's a little scary. But as of now, like, it's still some part of me that is a little scared, because sometimes, like, stuff can go wrong and you never know what can happen, and just not having an exact, like, answer to what's going to happen at that moment, it's kind of scary. But I've also just learned to normalize the situation only because it happens so much, and to figure out what to do in the situations.